You know, Colton, when I met Matt doing comedy in Florida, and we did a show outside of a bar, which is funny because it was right around the same time that you had your huge Kratom phase. Oh, no. And it's like...
a huge Kratom phase? That's what we're calling it?
Yeah.
No, it was bad.
And we did it at a Kratom bar. Apparently there's a lot of Kratom comedy in Florida.
Yeah.
Kratom comedy?
So when I say it to people, they don't get so they have like Kratom and Kava, right? They go hand in hand. I've never done either of them. I did heroin like an adult. And
oh my God, did you?
Yeah.
For a long time?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 years.
Did you play sports in high school?
Yeah, I played basketball.
Yeah, guys who play sports in high school love heroin.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because it numbs the disappointment of our dads. You guys should get that.
Yeah.
And,
our dad's actually like kind of obsessed with us.
It's actually weird.
It is.
Yeah, my dad calls us like, hey, how are you doing? I'm kidding, he never calls me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But not because of the gay
biological
thing.
Dad, so.
You don't know your biological dad?
No, I'm unloading a lot on you really quick.
No,
we were talking about Kava, and now you guys were like, you were addicted to heroin and don't know your dad?
Did that story...
Oh, yeah. Did you want to say anything about Kratom?
Well, no, I just thought it was funny because when I went to Florida to do the show, Matt was like, yeah, we do these fucking Kratom shows all the time.
Suck.
And then
They're
he just
so
attacked
bad.
the audience for like 20 minutes.
I wonder why.
But they loved it.
Kratom almost destroyed this podcast. I said it once, I'll say it again.
No, it's real.
The only fights me and Colton have ever been in is when he's high on Kratom.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I've never done it, but I mean, I've done all the other opiates, and that's basically what Kratom is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to do comedy that like they had them there all the time because they already have like a built-in patronage, and it's really just a bunch of drug addicts who live in a halfway house in South Florida, and they know that Kratom doesn't come up on a drug test. But they're not fun people to perform to. That's for sure. They're fucking asleep.
It's like performing outside the methadone clinic.
Yes, exactly.
Fantastic. Here we are. You guys are y'all in line for the methadone? You want to hear a couple of jokes?
Yeah, you guys are a great, lively crowd.
It's like an opium house. Is that what they're called?
It feels like that. Yeah. It's weird. I guess like that's like really specific to South Florida.
Yeah.
It's basically a bar, except all they will have there is Kava and Kratom, like drinks or Kratom or whatever.
Yeah.
In Denver, they have like Apple stores. Like weed dispensaries, but it's all Kratom.
Yeah.
And they're very like, yeah, well, this is called this, and of course, yeah, this one's called the Vietnam, white, whatever. And then they go, but just let you know, it's only called that because it used to be grown there. It's illegal in Vietnam. I was like, it's illegal in Vietnam? And we're casually doing it here? Like, this is in my gas station.
That's crazy.
It is wild. Dude, when you can buy a drug in a gas station, you shouldn't do it, dude.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever smoke like K2 or Spice?
No. Do you guys ever smoke salvia?
Salvia I did.
I never did salvia.
Yeah, I
Never did Spice. Spice I always heard was like aggressively bad.
Dude, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Dude. The first time I did it, I thought I was having a heart attack, and my mom came down to check on me and ended up like consoling me for like an hour while I like twitched. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
And then I kept doing it.
Wait, did you accept her love? Whenever anybody would be like, are you on drugs? I'm like, well, you're a bitch, Carly.
Well, okay. So that time I was like 15 and I was just like panicking and I was like, Mom. But when I was like addicted to drugs, it was very much like, get off my fucking back. If you had my life, which was great. You know, I mean, I went through some things, but you know, overall it was fine.
I had a friend we know him, but he was relapsing on heroin, but he didn't want us to know that he was relapsing. But he'd be like falling out and like holding the bar. And I'm like, dude, are you okay? Like, you clearly on drugs. He goes, no, I was working at a fucking food truck all day, dude. You don't know how I'm so tired.
Dude, my classic move was to be out and then one of my boys would be like, Matt, and I'd be like, I'm not asleep. Like every time.
Your dad watching TV.
Yes, exactly.
Except you're a heroin addict.
Basically the same as my dad falling asleep to the History Channel.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad.
To drag out horse.